Kiley's not in that lineup. And of course the men from the Netherlands, van der Linden, the brilliant point guard, Koen Janssens, another stand-up player, Van Breugel, and Van der Werf, who really did it against the Canadians the other night.
Well, this should be a terrific game. I've suggested once or twice maybe the Netherlands have taken us by surprise at these championships. Having said that, they beat the Australians twice recently in the United States. Their world ranking is only 7, but you can't fault their form right throughout the championships. They were well beaten by the United States in the round robin, but their only defeat to date.
Indeed, and the Netherlands with nothing to lose here. The US really hoping to lock up this gold medal.
So the gold medal match is underway, and watch for this man, number 10, Gert van Linden. He is the man who really holds the Netherlands' fate in his hands. The big man gets it out to him. That was Van der Werf. Van der Linden goes long right from the start. Schulte, youngster, taking it away. Interesting, they've started with this man, Chuck Gill, the Americans. Didn't have a lot of court time for the early matches. Johnson putting up the first shot.
We see Janssens bring the ball up. Janssens spent the last National Wheelchair Basketball League season in Australia.
He's just made the Glossies too, the Australian Glossies. His partner is Donna Ritchie, the Australian women's captain. This is Van Breugel, Frans Van Breugel, the oldest member of the Netherlands team at 37 years of age. So first foul of the match. Trooper Johnson will take the ball from the side.
Interesting there, Mustafa Jabari into the game. The Dutch coach calling subs very early. I'd say that he didn't read the first 5 that the USA would be starting with, and he's urgently made subs to counteract that.
First basket of the match, scored by Schulte. Paul Schulte, the 19-year-old. He's the youngest man to ever make a US Gold Cup team. A man with a big future. Nice bucket to start. Van der Linden. Outside, Schulte in his way. So he goes out wide. Number 6 is Daru. And a 3-second violation against Jabari.
Certainly Schulte is going to have his work cut out from tonight as the USA put that press on, and his job is to counteract one of the greatest point guards ever known, Gert van der Linden.
Schulte to Johnson. The Americans leading it by 2 after 90 seconds. Nice work by Johnson, finding Schulte, who goes for 3. Taking the back of the rim. And Will Waller taking it, sitting up high in the chair. Shot falling short. And Janssens with the rebound. Number 11, Kamerling has it. Back he goes to Janssens. Oh, Jabari, loose pass off his hands. And Gill now for the Americans. Johnson. The gold medal at stake here. This is a replay of the final from 1979. The Netherlands, incidentally, have a pretty good record at World Championship level. The silver medal in 1979, and they also took the bronze medal in 1990. Gill with those running repairs. Netherlands to bring it down the court. Kamerling. Van der Linden. A real star in the semi-final. Janssens. Nice pass, Jabari.
Certainly the early action not going the way of the team from the Netherlands. USA looking very confident here, and the Netherlands struggling to get into any patterns.
Schulte. It's a very calm start by the Americans, isn't it? Schulte, lovely shot from the side. This kid has style.
Magnificent shooter of the basketball is Schulte. Look at that. Janssens in front of him, but all he sees is the net.
Van der Linden goes down the court, puts it up, too much speed, he was out too wide. And the Americans will take it again. Degree of panic. You mentioned that the Dutch coach, Wim van Eck, probably didn't realise the starting five the Americans were going with. He's made some changes, and as a result, they just seem unsettled, the Dutch team. The Americans very calm at the moment. Johnson, off balance, still controlling it though. He's got Cameling checking him. Will Waller. Shoot for Johnson. From the side, he misses, and Janssens brings it back. 4-zip. The Americans leading the Netherlands after 3.5 minutes of this gold medal match. The State Sports Centre. This is where we'll have the Paralympics in the year 2000. A warm-up, but for the players as Linden picks himself up, pops himself back in the chair. This is no warm-up. Duetti. So much at stake here. A gold medal.
American coach Dan Burns really whooping his team up. Nice move by Duet. Went up on one wheel there to avoid the charge. Draws the foul there on number 6, De Roy.
Waller. Duetti. And Janssens taking the rebound. Jabari. Cameling. And at last the Netherlands get their first basket of the ball game.
Yes, the glad wrap certainly comes off the hoop there for the Netherlands in a big way. Nice 3-on-2 here.
Johnson at the other end losing it. And the Netherlands will bring it back. So an untidy start by the Netherlands, but perhaps now they're starting to get their combinations going. And Jabari bringing it back down again. Cameling, and they tie it up. That looks better on the scoreboard. If you're not Dutch, you're not much. A lot of support for the Netherlands here.
Absolutely, and they love this hoop. Another long run there by the Dutch team, converting on the missed shot opportunity from the States.
Well, nice pass from Johnson. Gill converting. It was just off the fingertips. It was past to Johnson. He really just tapped it on its way. America 6 leading the Netherlands 4, but make it 6 apiece now. Linden gets his first points of the game. Watch for this man.
That'll help settle the champion. Score's all tied now, and the momentum going certainly the way of the Netherlands, as I think that's big Will Waller picks up an offensive foul.
Will Waller picks up the foul, his first.
First foul for the Americans in this gold medal match. Mustafa Jabari. Great speed down the court. He'll go all the way.
Coast to coast there for Jabari. And there's no doubt that the smart substitutions called by the Netherlands coach there early in the game to get some speed on court. Jabari straight to the hoop.
You like the way he plays. Waller missing. And suddenly the Americans looking a little unsettled. It's the Dutch side in front by 2, and this may well be Ford. Janssens not making it. Johnson. Some checking on the far side, and Linden gets his first foul.
Gertjan Linden, first personal.
Check it! Check it!
3-1, the foul count for the Netherlands. Not a stat they particularly want. Waller. It was intended for Gill, but Jabari got his hands on it. The ball not taken cleanly, so the Americans will come up with it. Schulte to Gill, who offers them height around the basket. And so does Janssens for the Netherlands. He takes the rebound. Jabari again. He might do the same. No, he has to check himself as he ran into Gill. Back it goes to Jabari. Another basket.
Great work by Jabari, and Will Waller caught very lead-footed there. Simple run-around play by the Dutch, and Will Waller, no movement, far too slow.
Waller this time. Rebound to Gill. Basket counts and he'll go to the line. Well, they needed that because up until that point, the Netherlands had scored 10 of the last 12 points after the Americans scored the first 2. This takes it to 10-8. And this will stop the flow for just a moment.
And you see the man that they call the court computer, David Kiley, one of the greatest point guards who's ever played the game. Some say in the twilight of his career, others say still amongst the greatest.
He gets the extra, so there's just a point in it. And Gill immediately going out of the play for Tim Kazee. This is the thing with the Americans. They have such great depth. Tim Kazee's another one who really didn't have much time at all in the earlier games. Quarter-final, he was used sparingly. He came out in the semi and well, he was just an out-and-out star, particularly with the defensive rebounds. That's where Kazee comes into his own. You can see him camped under the basket now. Jansen's going for the shot. Kazee gets his first rebound. Exactly the way it was in the semi.
Stop the ball! Stop the ball!
12 rebounds, in fact, in that semi-final win over Australia for Kazee. This is Kiley. Duet. Chopped off on its way. It was intended for Johnson, but Van der Linden got a hand on it. Kazee again.
Dave Kiley would have loved that. How many times over the years have he and Van der Linden gone together as Schulte gets the layup at the other end? Tremendous rivalry between these two champions, Van der Linden and Kiley.
And Duet, they get another one in the meantime. So it was Schulte giving the Americans the lead by one, and then gaining possession again was Duet, and now they're out by 3. So it's ebbing and flowing, this game so far. Van der Linden wheeling around onto his left, doesn't get enough height in the shot.
And a big lift there by Van der Linden, a big technical foul. Van der Linden struggling there to deliver the ball to the hoop, looked to go for the rebound, and obviously with good use of his lower legs, gets the lift, and that's a technical. Any player can shoot these, and we'll see Trooper Johnson to the line.
Johnson, the captain at the Atlanta Paralympics, had a very good semi-final with 13 points and 6 rebounds. Excellent from the free throw line, taking a bit of hoop, but finding the net. Missing the second. Kazee is there. And so too Kiley. Tried to get it to Kazee, but Jabari is there again. Out wide he goes. This is Darui. And now Jabari trying to make amends. Jansen's maybe. Third time lucky.
Yes, good transition there by the Dutch. Plenty of shots, but Jansen's cleans up the scraps. A big right hand.
Kiley, his first basket.
And that is the magic that is David Kiley. Get him into the game. The Dutch run seems to come to a halt. Now he's scoring.
He's just about the man of the match of the semi-final, this Kiley. Duet, Kazee, now Johnson. Passing it around to Schulte. Kiley's out there as well, but he's outside. And they have so many options at either end. And we saw the Americans, Kamerling picking up the foul there for the Netherlands. We saw the Americans in the earlier matches, and the comment was freely passed around, I don't reckon the Americans are playing all that well. But come the quarterfinal, in particular the semi-final, they got the big guns out there. Kiley playing much more court time. Johnson as well. And suddenly they are looking very, very strong to win their 5th Gold Cup.
You saw there Van der Linden, a little bit of on-court drama wheeling in as Schulte sets up. Trying to put the rookie off his shot, and it may have succeeded there. Five-point break to the Americans. There we see a rare sight. Koen Jansen's losing his cool and giving the big shove to Tim Kazee, who hit the deck, and the referee having no hesitation, calling the foul on Jansen's. They don't want this game to get out of control. American possession.
There's been a Dutch timeout call, and finally it's been awarded. Wim van Eck sees his team in a little bit of strife, 5 points down after they led by 4. Let's have a listen now to the Americans.
Hey, listen up. You got the front court assignments initially. You got mid-court. He's your safety valve. Find Gert, Mustafa off the press, and lock down on 12 when you can, okay? These guys are beating you off the trail, off the middle. Now get it up. You got one big man, okay? Pick and roll. Just pick and roll this now, all right? Under control. Good percentage. See the floor. Ready? 1, 2, 3. USA! Come on, Bill.
There you see Dan Burns, the classic American coach. Simple messages, understands the strategy, gives it to the players so they can get on court and turn it into something.
Good to see such great crowd support here. Crowd's a little disappointing in some of the earlier matches, but come semi-final time and now the finals, last night and today, crowds have been out in force, and gee, they've been treated to some terrific basketball. Kiley, as play restarts after 9 minutes of this gold medal match. The call goes the Netherlands' way to be taken by Mustafa Jabari. 25-year-old, not named in the starting 5. He was quickly on there, though, after about 30 seconds, and what an impact he's made already with his speed down the court. This man has a bit of speed too, Linden, Cameron. And through comes Jabari, finding some space. Oh, he likes those situations. Deserve better. Duet. Cooper Johnson on the end of Kazee's pass. Kiley, it was strong to him. Jabari got a hand on it. So too Jansen's.
Yeah, it's not a good passing option there from the Americans. Kiley's good, but inside he doesn't really have the height to make it work.
Linden running into trouble in the form of Duet, but there's that man again, Jabari.
Look at Linden. He knows where everybody is. He and Kiley, such great passers of the basketball.
17-14. Kiley can extend that for the Americans. Once he gets the ball at the top of the key, it's just about all over Red Rover.
How many coaches would like to have a guy like Dave Kiley come off the bench?
Jabari. So back it goes again. 3 points in it. We're beyond the halfway mark of this first half. Trooper Johnson taking it down for the Americans. A lot of speed in the game early on. Kazee to Johnson. Duet under the basket, couldn't get a shot in. Johnson, still 10 seconds on the clock. In comes Schulte.
What power this American combination has from the top of the key. First of all, Kiley hits him, then Schulte chimes in, says it's about time I had a crack.
No doubt there's a few lying in waiting as well on the bench to have their opportunity. Jeff Glassbrenner, big man, normally in the starting 5. Haven't seen him today yet. Stephen Welsh, another one. So the depth is quite incredible. And the Americans really outplayed the Australians right throughout the semi-final, but the scoring off the bench was, ended up being that more than that 16-point differential at the final siren.
Yes, indeed, the American bench so deep, and it gives the coach so many combinations. If one is not going to work against you, he'll find a chemistry that does.
Jansen's could almost get his own rebound. Linden to Jansen's. And it's a play blown up there by Norbert Kachira. One of the 3 referees officiating.
Of course, referees have come from all around the world to be here at the Gold Cup. Only very highly accredited referees get to blow the whistle at this level of competition. Jansen's not happy. What about the foul, he says. I get fouled, I deliver the shot. And you say because my foot plates touch the ground, it's no basket.
Well, they found something there. It was, the referee from the United States. No, he's not from the United States. Good check on it. Kazee. Johnson. Schulte just inside by a wheel. Jabari had a hand on it. Kazee rolling around the rim. Jabari takes it again. Linden hasn't quite had the impact of the semi-final, but he's not allowed the freedom, not allowed the room. Love to get into the game. And if he can, just watch out. Another foul called. This time it's on Trooper Johnson. So the Americans getting their fourth team foul. They lead by 5 though, 21-16 in this gold medal game at Homebush. And van der Linden with a chance to get a couple of those back, or even one would do.
Certainly van der Linden not showing the hot hand that he displayed the other evening against the Canadians.
He's against the Canadians, 17 points and 4 rebounds, and he's scoring overall throughout the tournament. It's been very strong, 4th, averaging just over 20 points a game. Schulte. Waller. Jewett reaching for it, gathering it well. Johnson.
Yes, and the foul there reaching in called on Savas Kamerling. We'll see Trooper Johnson head to the foul line.
Trooper Johnson.
So the Netherlands racking up the fouls. They've now up to 8. So in the bonus situation, Trooper Johnson at the line. And this lead is a pretty handy one. And getting better every moment. 6 points to the United States, 23-17. After Canada took the bronze medal, defeating the Rollers. Falling short, the shooting just going astray. This first half really has chopped and changed in the flow, though, because the Americans starting well. The Netherlands caught flat-footed, got into the game, got a handy break. Again, the change is being swung by the Americans, though, and with Kazee coming into the game, shooting baskets like that, making rebounds. Now the flow's going the Americans' way as they lead it by 8.
Yes, and you see here as Kazee makes the centre ground, the big guns for Holland yet to fire. Van der Linden and Jansen's really need to step up and start to show some shooting form.
Jansen's offloading it this time. Shot came in from Deroy. And shooting. Van der Linden in his way. Kazee gets it back to Schulte, back to Kazee. Out they go. Johnson on the end of it. Just inside. Lovely basket.
Yes, and this is starting to look ominous for the team from the Netherlands. Now Trooper Johnson coming off that little pick there by Big Will Waller. Lovely basket.
Well, the United States are unbeaten in the tournament. In the round robin, they had a comfortable win over the Netherlands, but you've got the feeling the Netherlands had a bit up their sleeve by the form they showed in the quarters and the semis. Lovely ball from Kazee. Johnson! Yes! Great to see those long court passes when they come off.
Yeah, fast transition here by the Americans. Johnson very confident.
And this is now a big break of 12. Van der Linden. Jansen's Some substitutions about to be made for the Dutch team. Van der Linden rolls onto it again and he gets it back. It's still a 10-point game to the United States, but Van der Linden making a good move.
Yes, Van der Linden coming down the middle here, settling. Not looking comfortable on his shot, though. Gets the two on that occasion.
Duet, plenty of time to look and shoot himself and finds all net. And the problems continue for the Netherlands. Once again down by 12, 31-19. Kamerling. What can Jabari do? He likes some room, loves some space. Once they give him some space, he shows such speed down the court. Van der Linden helps out. Jabari takes it back again. Through he goes to the middle. And just too far. Taking the bottom of the backboard.
The wheels certainly come off the Dutch offense at the moment. Scoring very infrequently, while at the other end, the Americans controlling the basketball and getting good shots from the like of Johnson and Schulte.
And really, this comeback by the Americans had started, I suppose, when Kazee came on. Schulte tries a three. But coinciding with that was the emergence onto the court of Dan Kiley. Well, Coach Dan Burns has afforded the luxury of taking David Kiley off the court once again. So he's got that luxury of so many talented players.
And down the other end of the court, we see a slight turnaround as Tim Kazee's blown for the offensive foul. We're going to see Dave Kiley come back in now. The American coach enjoying a 12-point lead, says, let's get some control back into the game, Dave. You take it out there and put a lid on this.
Tim Kazee with Coach Dan Burns. And we'll have a listen in on the US huddle.
No, hey, wait, we've got to counter because they're going to post up 15. Okay?
Let them try it, Dan. I think we can run them off the court. We can run them off the court.
We got to go. You take low post action.
You can take the big.
I can take that big guy. You take 12. No, 15 is going to go to the blocks. We find 15. Right. Okay. All right. Now go up tempo against this. You guys get out front of the ball. Okay. Stay wide. Time your move. Get the ball up court. Okay. Make sure it's not there. Push it up. Okay. Watch the low post action here. Don't let him get up the floor in the press. Find 15 and 12 and Gert. Find Gert. You guys got to find Gert. Match up. When we get to half court, match up. 1, 2, 3. USA!
Coach Dan Burns, they're aware that Cornelius van der Werf is about to come in for the Netherlands, and he had a big effect the other night on the game against Canada. So they want to keep him out of the low post, but he's going to persist with that full court press.
That's van der Werf now, number 15. A very big man, and such an impact he had in the semi-final against Canada. He played just 15 minutes. He shot 11 points, 7 rebounds, and picked up 5 fouls.
Yes.
There's not much he didn't do.
Very complete player, van der Werf.
All of that in the space of 15 minutes. So he's out there again, but certainly he did change the nature of that semi-final against Canada. A real impact. And maybe the Dutch feel he can do it again as Janssens gets a basket, takes it back to a 10-point game again, 31-21. And less than 4 minutes remaining in the half. So crucial few minutes coming up here. This lead is sufficient already as far as the Dutch are concerned. They don't want to concede any more points. That was big van der Werf overbalancing out of his chair then. Just as at the back, Duet does for the Americans. Long ball down the court. Janssens, another one. Well, whatever was said, and it's got to be pointed out that the Dutch want to keep their huddles to themselves. We can't get in there. And I suppose many viewers probably couldn't understand, even if they did hear what was being said. But whatever was said in that huddle, it certainly turned things around a little. It's gone from a 12-point deficit down to 8. Schulte, pressure on in defence. Janssens, who's done the job at the other end, finds van der Linden. And big van der Werf wants to get down there as he goes down the bottom of the screen, trying to get himself under the basket. So Kiley back on there, picks up his second personal foul. He was out of the play for a while. There's another timeout called. 31-23. The United States lead the Netherlands. 2:43 out from halftime.
And Kiley would not have been happy with that foul. A sucker play set on him there by van der Linden. They are great competitors. They don't like to give an inch on court.
You're going against 12. Throw up shit. Come on. Not there. Come on. We're up. Come on, guys. Okay, let's lock down 15 and 12. We got to find Gert now. You're still in. You got to find Gert. You got to get better defense out there. You got spun around it. He's not that quick, and you lose him on a baseline move. Come on. Come on, better defense. We need it from you. Let's go. You got E in there now. Let's go. All right. Good patience on offense. Maturity down the stretch. 1, 2, 3. USA!
Early signs of concern there on the American coach. A little worried that his defence isn't working as well as it ought. And a big changeover now. He's brought the height into the game with Brenner. And, of course, to balance up the points, we've got Eric Barber on court in number 4.
Janssens again. Oh, he's shooting the lights out at the moment. This is a very good stretch from Janssens. Down the other end, the margin is back to 6. The Dutch come up with the ball again. It was a quick transition off American hands. And van der Linden will have the ball to Janssens, who is the man mainly responsible for this fight back by the Netherlands. Number 14 on now, Van Breugel. He started, picked up an early foul, takes the pass back again from van der Linden. Didn't drop. Eric Barber getting his first time on court. 1-pointer in the classification. 27-year-old Barber, who plays much of his basketball in Europe. Waller. Johnson. Schulte finds the big man Glassbrenner under the basket. Waller. Had a long time to look at it. Van der Linden can run it right down the court. He's got the big man Vandwerf there. Van Breugel, but taken by Janssens, another one. Oh, the Dutch are threatening.
Lovely pass here from van der Linden as Janssens made position under Glassbrenner. And at the other end of the court, we've got an offensive foul called against the Americans. Everything going the way of the Netherlands right now.
Jeff Glassbrenner. Another American timeout has been called as Dan Burns gets a little worried. Twice the Americans led it by 12. Now it's back to 4.
Their maturity leaves a lot to be desired. We're not going to throw it in to a triple posted man. 3 guys on him, Paul. 3 on him. Okay, let's make good decisions, guys. It's the only reason you're coming back is we made poor decisions. Okay, we're at 53 only. 53 only. Now let's talk on this. Talk on this. Deny the first curl. Let's go. Let's go, fellas. Let's go. Turn it up. 1, 2, 3. USA! You're okay. Let's go.
Dan Burns there looking for more intelligence in offense. And once again, the on-court computer, Dave Kiley, steps in. Get a bit of control into this game for the Americans. Just 4 points in it. Only a minute out from half-time.
Kiley's just put up 2 shots, but he's made both of them. Now, once again, the call going the way of the Netherlands. So Van Breugel will go to the line. And this man has pulled a rabbit or 2 out of the hat. Wim van Eck. Van Breugel. Well, 1 from 2. Better than none from 2, and it's back to 3. United States seeing their lead being whittled away. But the master, Dave Kiley, has it. Trooper Johnson to Kiley. Now Barber sees Johnson drifting through under the basket. Kiley from outside. Rarely you see Kiley miss, but he's taken the ball over the line. The right wheel of the chair has gone over the line, and Dan Burns thinks, what have I done wrong here?
Yes, of course, the wheelchair considered to be part of the body in all play phases. So when the wheel crosses the line, that's out of bounds.
And to Linden. Another shot from Janssens. First miss he's had for a long, long time. Dave Kiley to Lawrence Trooper Johnson. Heavy fall down the far end of the court, but Glassbrenner picking himself up. Kiley looking, getting again. It's expected, isn't it? Imagine this fellow 20 years ago when he was a real player. He's 45 years of age and he's still just about the best man out there.
He is. That control and that sure shot. Marvellous display by Kiley. Once again, Janssens unhappy, saying, what have I got to do to get a foul called on me here? Called for that foot plate violation as the chair tilted forward and his foot plate touched the ground.
There's Kiley again. It's been a sensational wheelchair basketball. A long ball right on the buzzer, missing. And half-time, the United States lead it by 5, 53 points to 28. The gold medal game at Gold Cup 98.
Ladies and gentlemen, the last 20 minutes of basketball for the Energy Australia Gold Cup 98. Let's hear it for these two teams, the USA and the Netherlands.
So away they go in the second half. And this game is far from over. It looked as if it was slipping away from the Netherlands, but then they came back late in the first half. Trailing by 5 at the break. Van der Linden. Kazee. Now Schulte quickly taking it down the court. And he goes in front of Van Brugel, making the bucket. Good way to start for the kid. That's exactly, well, at least he's not quite the same move, but he started the scoring in much the same manner in the first half.
Indeed, and that's where the Van Eck, the coach for the Netherlands, has to make some judgment. He's gone with a big team here, seeking to get the ball closer to the hoop for high percentage shots, but he's punished himself in speed.
Van der Linden, clever, over the top. So he gets that one back.
Nice work here, Van der Linden. Found himself in no man's land with a loose ball, still comes up with a basket.
Kazee did well in the rebounding department in the first half. Out there still, Johnson played all 20 minutes, Schulte as well, duet. He goes to Schulte. Will Waller. And the foul is on number 6, Anton de Roy.
Smart foul there, de Roy. The simple pick and roll move. Sure 2 points for Waller. De Roy stops him getting into the key. Now it's an out of bounds ball.
Waller. Johnson quickly across to Schulte. Back he goes to Trooper Johnson. Schulte for a 3. Doesn't drop. Janssens. Van der Linden. The United States 35 leading the Netherlands 30. Just a couple of minutes into this second half. Van der Linden looking to lay it up. The big man who didn't start but came on for 5 minutes or so towards the end. Has it again. Van der Werf.
And that is his worth. Being able to post up there The big high ball in from Van der Linden has a good look right over the top of Kazee. Back to 3 points.
Kazee quickly giving it back to Johnson. Points count. So that was a good basket by Kazee.
Kazee's hit the deck hard after scoring that basket. I'd say he's made the hoop and copped a little shove.
And they're a hardy lot, wheelchair basketballers, but clearly that one's hurt as he's gone down. It's hurt either his arm or his face as he's landed. Let's have a look at it now. Entirely accidental. And I reckon it seems like part of the midriff.
It's one of the difficult things with a wheelchair basketball is you've got the superstructure of the chair all around your kidneys and hips. And sometimes an awkward fall ends up in some damage with the metal into that part of your body. And Kazee certainly does not look all that well.
We've seen some huge spills throughout this tournament. And that one, there seemed to be absolutely nothing in it. But it was obviously the twisting of the body under that frame, as you mentioned. But he's up. And they wouldn't want to lose him because a very important player. Played 11 minutes in the first half. Those 5 rebounds I mentioned. And now he goes to the line to try to get a couple of points. He has 2 already. In fact, 4. Quickly forgotten. The pain disappears. Temporarily anyway. Down the court he goes. So out by 6 the United States. Long and good from Van der Linden.
And the American coach will be very disappointed in that. Van der Linden, a renowned three-point shooter, comes out and just hammers one down against no defence. Narrows the gap to 3 again.
They just can't get rid of this Dutch team. 16 points the margin to the Americans in the round robin. And this one looking like it's going to be much tighter.
There we've got the offensive foul called against Will Waller. Pulling backwards there, moving screen. This time, the Netherlands have the chance to close the gap.
Van der Linden shot a 3 from that spot just a moment ago. Works his way inside. Now looks for a 2. Wasn't in outstanding form in the first half, but it looks as if he's fired up now after the break.
Yes, and Schulte there, just a bit too boxed in the key. The experience of Van der Linden starting to show.
Just 1 point in it now. 38-37. Cornelius van der Werf. And Schulte to Waller. Oh, just behind the back of Kazee. He's got time to recover though. Cooper Johnson has it, working his way inside and shooting it to just extend that margin again and give the United States a tiny buffer. Van der Werf. Oh, they lose it though. Loose pass goes to Kazee. Now he calls the players down the court, offloads to Johnson. Out wide, Schulte back to Johnson. He's got Duet on the far side if he wants him. And there's the turnovers. 11-8. And this looks like a foul on number 12, Janssens, I'd say. Or De Roy. Yeah, De Roy's got it. Word spoken to Janssens, but De Roy was the man. So he's 3rd.
Strange to see the Iceman, Koen Janssens, a bit revved up in this game. His first ever Gold Cup gold medal game. Obviously the pressure's in there.
Duet. Kazee thought about a shot. So does Johnson, just inside. Duet gets the rebound. The Americans can extend this break. Schulte. Oh, Johnson. Plenty of time on the shot clock again. Up he goes, in he goes, and it's out to 5.
Johnson, not the most elegant mover in the game, but he's got that shuffle push just pushes around, and he knows how to hit those hoops.
Van der Werf. The flow going out of the Dutch game again, but the first half was much like this, so don't count them out, particularly when this man has the ball, Van der Linden, and he travelled.
Yes, Van der Linden there. In wheelchair basketball, you must bounce the ball after 2 touches or pushes of your wheel. 1, 2, 3. That's the travel.
Schulte combining with Kazee. The United States defeating Australia to make it through to this gold medal game. And they did it on the bit, really. Kazee from Schulte. Van der Werf under the basket. That's where his value is to this Dutch side. Van der Linden. Just important that the Dutch concentrate on their defence. Try to keep it tight for the moment. Van Breugel on the end of the pass. Janssens. And if they can keep it tight in defence, then they can work it around and claw their way back in. But it's going to be a tough effort. There's still 14 and a half minutes remaining in this game, and the Americans, man for man, you'd suggest the Americans with more talent. But the Dutch needing to keep things tight. Schulte, Jewett, and now Johnson out of the chair. Losing, in fact, they will gain the ball because it's another Dutch foul. Johnson's hurt himself. Janssens getting the foul, and Johnson getting the injury.
Yes, you often see more injuries in the final game of the series. Players prepared to put their bodies on the line, the defence trying that much harder. And here you see Janssens just clipping the rear wheel there. The trooper Johnson, and Johnson comes down heavily on his wrist.
Janssens. There's quite a bit of local support here. The locals know him well. Trooper Johnson. Throughout the basketball world, he's known pretty well. One of the legends of the game. Given the fact that they keep playing or can keep playing until well into their 40s, Trooper Johnson will probably be around for a long time yet.
Yes, I think we'll be seeing Trooper come the year 2000. Then most of these teams will come back to Sydney for the Paralympic Wheelchair Basketball Championships.
Janssens, Van Breugel, Van der Linden. It was knocked away by Kazee, but the foul was called on. It was either Kazee or Schulte. Schulte, I think it is.
These matchups are interesting. Van der Linden certainly getting the edge on Schulte in general plays. You see Schulte there left with no option other than to hack away. Van der Linden now gets the 2 foul shots.
He was quiet in the first half with just 5 points, Van der Linden, but he's burst out of his shell in the second. So now 14 points, and as I mentioned, 5 points in the first half, so he scored 9 in a matter of 6 minutes to start the second. That's a danger sign for the United States, just 3 points in it, but Schulte extends it to 5 again, and this is the problem. That's why they need to keep it tight, because scoring at the other end is proving so difficult for the Dutch team. This is against Schulte. So another foul for him. His second. Yeah, scoring at the other end is proving so difficult, and then invariably once they've been able to get that basket, as we see this foul once again, the Americans go down and reply so easily. Janssens gets it. It'll count. So he can make this a 3-point play.
And isn't Kuhn Janssens pumped up? I've played a lot of basketball against Kuhn. I've never seen him quite this fiery. He really wants a gold medal. Young man, brilliant young player. Big basket with one to come.
Schulte going out of the action. And you can tell that there are a few concerns on the American bench because Dave Kiley is coming back into the action. Jewett running onto that missed ball. And there's Kiley. Back to Kiley. He doesn't need to be out there for too long to make a huge impact. Waller, Kiley off Waller. Back he goes to the big man. Johnson running out of room here. Jewett. He's got room and time, making no mistake.
And once again, Dave Kiley knowing exactly where to deliver the basketball. When all seems tied up, there's Jewett. He's the man. Simple little 10-footer.
At the other end, it's the opposing star, the two real stars in this game. Linden, the Dutch captain, and Dave Kiley, both playing an important role in the second half. Still a three-point game. Kiley from inside. It's going to be a surprise when he misses one. And this is a surprise when he hits the rim.
This is Dave Kiley at his best. This is the Dave Kiley of the mid-80s where he dominated the game, scoring freely and delivering the great passes.
You spoke to him after the semi-final where he played such a big role. I won't repeat what he said about the young American players. That was a quote Dave Kiley can keep to himself, but he suggested, I think, that sometimes the experience that had been sitting on the bench is needed out there on court.
Yes, it was a salad dressing recipe including vinegar, and Kiley was the essential missing ingredient.
The vinegar wasn't... that was the good bit. Kiley. Waller off hands, but off Dutch hands. So once again, the Americans will have the ball. 50 plays 45. The United States in front. They led it at half-time. And now this handy break, but certainly not a match-winning break in the second. Jewett from Kiley. And running out of room, the big man goes down. Cornelius. And he'll pick himself up. 30-year-old Cornelius van der Werf, as the Dutch coach looks on.
His first personal.
Van der Werf drawing the foul. Jewett's one of the unsung heroes of this American side, a hard worker. Kiley. Waller, good pass, strong pass. He's got a second chance. So it was a good pass because Van der Werf was right in the line of the ball, but somehow Kiley was able to get it straight through him.
Yes, they say Kiley can thread the iron needle with a basketball.
Van der Linden. And Janssens gets the reply. Well, it's a matter of who will break first.
Yes, but the Netherlands really need to pull something out here. They've stayed at 3 to 5 margin. They need an explosion to get them right back, put some pressure on the Americans.
Getting down towards the halfway mark of this second half. Jewett. Knocked away from him. And Van der Linden going without the ball, has time to recover and pass it off to Van der Werf. On he goes all the way, the big man. Oh, misses it, but he will take two.
Yes, Van der Werf not known for his speed down the court. On this occasion, finds him with a layup. Dave Kiley, the little chair nudge at the back to make it that much harder. The referees awake to Kiley.
15 to 13, the foul count.
And the clog's out in the audience now.
And he gets the second. So that's good shooting from the line by the big man. And again, it's back to three. And the question is, can the Netherlands hold out the United States here? Because every other time it's got to three, there's been the quick reply. And the Dutch side have had to work hard again. This time the pass from Kiley a little too clever, going astray. Rare mistake, and now the Dutch have the ball and an opportunity. Van der Linden has Janssens down in support from 3, way off line.
Smart play there, Van der Linden, because he had Anton de Rooij out of his chair at halfway. Rather than try and play 4 against a defensive set of 5, let's have a crack at the 3.
Wim van Eck, the man in charge of the Netherlands' fortunes, the gold medalists at the 92 Paralympics, as Tim Kazee awaits his chance. Taking it from the end line. Kiley. Johnson just inside, missing, and once again the Netherlands with the ball, down by 3, a chance to edge that little bit closer. Van der Linden looks around to see who's coming with him. It's Janssens who makes his way in close to the basket there. Goes out wide. De Rooij, Van Breugel, and now Janssens who will shoot and make it, and it's back to 1, and the Dutch are back in this one.
Good mismatch there by the big fella for the Netherlands, Janssens. Nice extension. All class off the glass.
Trooper Johnson, Kazee. No sign of panic yet in the American side. Jump ball, and the arrow indicates it'll go America's way.
And the big fella Van der Werf using a bit of muscle there on young Will Waller, trying to unseat him. You see Van der Werf comes over, good cover defence, gets the ball down. World Championship wrestling at its best.
Kiley, danger man. But they've got a good man on him, Van der Linden. Kazee, Van der Werf marking him. Duet. Trooper Johnson now. You can see under 9 minutes remaining. Duet. Underneath it was Kiley, knocked away. Janssens, but Kiley will have the ball.
Mr. Cool, the Californian. That's okay. I'm Dave Kiley, I can take that.
You'd like to go into the face painting business, wouldn't you? Make a quid. Point the difference. Van der Linden with it. Gets it to Van der Werf. That was for the lead. Now Janssens for the lead. Still can't do it. Opportunities lost. Johnson has had a busy afternoon here, Trooper Johnson. Kazee. Who's making space? He's got to go back outside of Johnson, back to Kazee. Kiley working out his way under the basket. The shot falling short, but they've got another 30 seconds. Waller. Janssens getting a hand on it. And it's going to be a Dutch ball.
Yes, Will Waller there calling for the push. Felt there was some chair contact. But really, caught in no man's land. The 2 big guys there from the Netherlands. 3-second violation.
Well, the pressure now starts to build on the United States. Van Breugel, he was too far under it. The shot went nowhere. And Kiley again, they've had a couple of chances to wrest the lead, the Netherlands. The Americans taking it up court, they'll gain possession again. It was off some Dutch hands, 52-51. 7 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the match. On comes one of the veterans of the United States team, Mike Schlappy. And this man is the only man to play in the last Paralympics for the United States.
Obviously, Coach Dan Burns for this American team looking for a tactical change here. We haven't seen Schlappy a lot in this series. On this occasion, though, Van der Linden with a great steal looks up court. He can sniff a lead.
Scoring's drying up for the United States. That's that defense we were talking about. It's starting to work for the Netherlands. Van der Linden. They're Here goes the pass. Back for van der Linden. Again, they can't get it. Janssens will, though. And the Netherlands hit the front.
And it's an interesting situation here now for the American coach. The 5 players on court really aren't so much an offensive 5 as defensive. Van der Linden there misses the little lay-in. Janssens cleans up the scraps.
This is Schlappy, the man who's played in those last 3 paras. Waller gets the lead back for the Americans.
Big basket by the youngster there, Will Waller. This is real finals basketball. A test of heart and courage as much as sporting skill.
A gold medal at stake in this match. The Netherlands have never won the Gold Cup gold medal. They've won a silver, they've won a bronze, never gold. In fact, they took the bronze medal when the Gold Cup last came to Australia in Melbourne in 1956, and van der Linden wants a gold. What a basket!
That is a big hoop. He's fading away from the basket. That is an incredible basket by van der Linden.
And they get it back at the other end as well. This man has lifted. Gert van der Linden. Wheeling his way around. There was a hand on it. Loose pass. Johnson. Off it goes to Glassbrenner. The 2 big men out there for the Americans. Waller, so easy. And it's back with the United States.
Yes, Will Waller salutes the crowd there. He's not scared to shoot the ball. No one told him he's a youngster.
Well, it's left to van der Linden again. He's got some support out there, but my word, he's leading from the front for the Netherlands. Van Breugel and Waller has also really come into the game in the last few minutes. He shot the last 2 baskets for the Americans just when scoring had dried up. Getting them at both ends of the court. Trooper Johnson now to Schlappy. Waller moves in, goes through. Johnson, though. And it's a foul on van der Linden. So he now gets his 4th. And that becomes a bit of an issue with 4.5 minutes left.
Yes. No way that van der Linden can foul out of this game and the Netherlands get home, I'd suggest. He's got to preserve his fouls now. Silly foul there on Trooper Johnson. He wasn't a threat. With the Netherlands in the bonus, Johnson gets 2 foul shots.
He's been shooting very well from the free throw line.
Reuben Johnson, 15 points and the top point scorer for the USA.
So he leads the point scoring for the Americans, 15. And the lead again is 3. So what can the Netherlands do this time? The clock indicating that we're really getting down to the business end of proceedings. The United States leading at 58 to 55. The Netherlands fighting so hard in this second half. Van Breugel. Van der Linden with pace, moving in. Glassbrenner in his way. Over he goes. They've got to quickly get it up. 3 seconds. Up it goes from Van der Werf. Just right on the deck.
The tall timber. Van der Werf, the big man inside. Good target. The long ball there to Janssens, fading away. Just at the right time, Van der Werf makes his move.
Glassbrenner at the other end missing twice. He's got a 3rd attempt. And Janssens is fouled. So let's have a look at Janssens. He has now 3 personal fouls. But Glassbrenner was under all sorts of pressure down there. He had 2 shots, looking for his 3rd, and then on came the foul. United States by 1, and Glassbrenner is at the line.
Smart foul there by Janssens. Makes the big fella earn them.
Well, they're probably one ahead already. You would have thought it was third time lucky. And now they're two ahead, and particularly as they've got the rebound, so it's worked out okay. Time ticking away. The United States in front by a nose. Roy. Outside. Van Breugel. Van der Linden under the basket. Oh, not a good shot. It went straight up and straight down. He needed a bit of angle on it. Lost opportunity. Schulte back in the play for the United States. He's been resting on the bench. Waller. Back to Schulte. He shoots. He's a good shooter. This time it falls well short, and the rebound. Things are falling the Netherlands' way at the moment. Less than 3 minutes to go. The United States desperately hanging on to that 1-point lead. No timeouts in this second half yet, so there will be a few coming, I'm sure. Van der Werf out of his chair, spinning around on its wheel. The big man picking himself back up.
Mike Schlappy saying there, you can't go through a gap when it doesn't exist. Van der Werf really working Schlappy over there with the chair on chair. You see Tim Kazee stripping down to come back in for the American team.
Hasn't been out of the action all that long. Back in now, as is Trooper Johnson, who's had, I reckon, about a rest of 2.5 minutes at the most.
We're all asking, what about Kiley?
Yes, what about Kiley? Perhaps time he was brought back into it. So play restarting. Just over 2.5 minutes to go. Still the United States in front. Here comes Jansen's been shooting beautifully tonight. And the Netherlands in front by 1.
That's a big basket from Jansen's. He was way out there, not in three-point territory, but he had to shoot over the top. Beautiful basket.
Schulte has the ball, tries to pass it away. Couple of hands on it, ends up with Johnson. The American still with it. Schulte to Kazee. Muddy goes to Johnson. The big man Van der Werf in his way. He can go back to Kazee. Needs to. The only space he had. Couple of seconds to go. He's got to shoot right now. Too late.
Big defensive play there by the men from the Netherlands. Van der Werf got a hand on it early, upset the Americans' offense, and they couldn't get back into construction. The referee there warning Van der Linden just to keep a lid on it.
And remembering that Van der Linden's sitting on 4 fouls, and there's still just under 2 minutes of this match remaining. It'll go right down to the wire. Van der Linden tries to pass it away now. Over the end line, hands on it. It's going to be a Dutch ball.
Yes, and certainly Van der Linden getting the better of the duel with Schlappy. Managing to get picked off, find the free space, pass when he wants to.
Janssens has been shooting them from everywhere in this second half. Van der Linden, oh, Van Breugel took his eyes off it. He was shooting before he'd gathered.
Indeed, and that's hard work there, Van Breugel. At the lower functional end of the classification scale of 1-pointer, that's a hard catch and shoot for him.
Duet has the ball for the United States. They trail it by 1 with 1.5 minutes left in the gold medal decider. Schulte to Duet. Johnson. Oh, what a thriller we have here. Beside the men's gold medal at the World Championships.
And I think the basket is going to be called good there. Yes, referee Kucera says that's a hoop as far as he's concerned. You see Johnson come in on the roll, gets the hands foul. That is a critical 2 points, with 1 to come for Johnson, who's been shooting superbly from the foul line.
Well, he hasn't been hitting the rim. I mean, it has been as clean as a whistle. 17 points, 7 from 8 from the line, and now it's 8 from 9. And the United States lead it by 2. 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining. The ball could not be in better hands for the Dutch side, though. Van der Linden bringing it back, weaving his magic. Janssens missing. The rebound of the United States. A minute to go. Johnson has it to Kazee. Waller. Van der Linden picking up a foul. and he's out of the game. No, he's not. Yes, he is. He's out of the game, all right. 5th foul. And that's with 58 seconds to go and his team's down by 2. He's been the man who's been setting up all the scorings. Jansen's been doing a lot of the scorings, but Linden's been setting him up. And that is a crucial blow with less than a minute to go for the gold medal.
When you speed and beat there. All right, going for right after this, right after. You're shooting as you make them. All right, let's go. Come on, guys. Come here. We're at 53, and you got to get Jansen now. Third is out. I know. Third is out. Put it in the ball. If they miss, they're going to foul. So get it to our free throw shooters. Troop, we got 2 to get 50. Coach, come back for the 50. 50, okay. If we make it, pick them up. Don't lose Mustafa on this. All right? I'm playing safety. 50 on this. I'm playing safety on this. First, your hand second, Paul's third. Make sure you put the ball in those hands. All right, and a shooter. 53 back. Hey, pick him up. No foul. We got 2 to give. We missed. We got 2 to give. Put him on the line to get a layup. Otherwise, let it go. 3, block out. 1, 2, 3. USA. I'm playing safety on 50.
There's Dan Burns, almost in need of a voice box transplant, calling on his players to focus heavily on Janssens, who is the gun scorer on field now. The coach of the Netherlands, Van Ecto, has put his speedy team on. He's looking to promote that basketball. The big guys want to get the rebounds, get it up court. Let's see if we can lay up and get a steal on this game from the States.
So the lead is to Waller. Pressure on him. Keeping it alive for the Dutch. Misses them both. And Wim van Eck has called for a timeout. He'll have to wait a moment or two. Now Jabari's had a long time on the bench. He's out there again, replacing that playmaker van der Linden. Janssens as the clock ticks down. The margin is 2. Crucial misses there from Waller. Jabari. Van der Werf. Janssens right on the angle in the corner. Up it goes. Doesn't drop. And Johnson with less than 30 seconds. The ball for the United States. And they can actually afford a couple of fouls here. They have only 16 fouls in the second half. So no real problems. They can slow down the Dutch when they want to. Oh, what a finish we have.
Yes, and I think you'll find that Dan Burns will be happy with that foul because it was committed against Trooper Johnson. He'll go to the foul line, and what a high percentage foul shooter Johnson is.
Well, a timeout again. 61 the United States, 59 the Netherlands, and 26 seconds remaining. Let's listen to Dan Burns.
Okay? Now 12 will want it. Mustafa and 12 are going to work it. Make sure we get height on height. Okay?
What if you have Pauly pick up 12 from the get-go?
Follow the gift.
Okay? 12. No. Leave him deep. All right? You leave him deep.
I got 12.
You guys, you take 12 deep. Yeah. You guys take 12 early. Okay. Why do you take Mustafa? Why do you take 12? You got the rest.
And I'm deep.
Now, lock out on shots. Lock out on desperation. Hey, lock out on desperation.
But don't we have 2 to give too, right, Coach?
Right.
So if there's any problem.
If there's any layup potential, make it look really good. Don't get it intentional. Don't get it intentional.
All right, and not on the shot.
Okay, let's go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. USA!
Hey, come on, fellas.
Dan Burns knows that with just 26 seconds left on the clock, but only a 2-point spread, it's still anyone's ball game. He needs these foul shots here. Focusing on defence there for his team in the timeout. Trooper Johnson will get 2.
Johnson having shot 8 from 9 from the free throw line. Important miss. Robs are with him for the second though. Oh, he's missed them both. Amazing what pressure can do. Van der Werf, 2 points in it. As the Netherlands have the ball. Jabari taking it quickly down the court. Schulte knocking the ball back. Jabari runs onto it again. 12 seconds left. De Roy has it, loses it, tries to regather. It's going to be a Dutch ball, 7.4 seconds remaining, and the Netherlands have called for another timeout, but the Netherlands will come up with the ball. The arrow indicating that from the jump ball, it'll go the Netherlands' way when play restarts.
Hesitation there from De Roy. He could have taken that shot, instead moved it on, got the ball tied up, and the Netherlands still have possession.
Servaas hier. Even kijken, hier. De screenen. Weg. Dit is goed. Oké. Weg. Weg. Hier naartoe. Goed. Ja. Dus hij komt van een dubbelscreen af. Jij komt van een dubbelscreen af. Hij komt van een dubbelscreen af.
Hij gaat laag.
Nee, hij gaat laag. Voor het soort laag staan. Dus... Ja. Oké. Kom aan.
What do you say, Chris? Apart from the double screen. I got the double screen bit.
Absolutely. You didn't need too much Dutch in your vocabulary to pick that one up. He's got a simple set play. He's got 7.5 seconds to do it in. He wants a double screen. He wants Koen Janssens with a basketball. A lot of pressure on the youngster Janssens. Let's see if he's up to it.
7 seconds between gold and silver. The Netherlands have never won a gold. Let's see if they can do it now. Oh, Janssens has lost it, and the Netherlands have probably lost their chance. 2 seconds. Janssens for a three. It falls short. The United States win it. Gold to the United States. A thriller to decide Gold Cup 98. The Americans win it by 2, and the Netherlands, for the second time, take a silver medal at the Gold Cup. Just as it was in Tampa, Florida, back in 1979, the Americans have beaten the Netherlands.
Spectacular wheelchair basketball. This is as good as it gets. A game with true champions playing.